Picture this, the so-called Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson, has now turned his spotlight on the filmmaker named Mary Ann, but not in a good way. Instead of focusing on his work, he's allegedly harassing and stalking her, proving once again that narcissists can't stand losing control of the narrative. And today on NarcSmart TV, we're breaking down why narcs stalk their victims on purpose and how Umar's diabolical plan to harass Mary Ann has been put in motion. Stay focused, y'all.
Mirrors crack, but I still rise. A master truth, no more disguise. I'm not your shadow, I'm the flame. Breaking the cycle, breaking the chain. Free, free, free. They said you're crazy, tried to rewrite me.
Hey, my people, come on in, come on in. For those of you who do not know, I am Zamari D, and you are watching NarcSmart TV, the right place online that decodes these celebrity narcissist wicked ways. And tonight, we're discussing the harassment and bullying of Mary Ann by way of wicked cricket Umar No School, Old School Johnson. And for those that don't know, Mary Ann is the film producer of Awaken. That's a film that stars Umar Johnson. And according to Mary Ann, ever since Umar filmed with her, it has been a living nightmare. He has been stalking her online and calling her phone. PSA to those who are listening, this is what narcissists do when they lose control of the narrative and control of what they think belongs to them. Let's discuss, y'all. So let me keep it real cute and put this disclaimer out there, okay? This video is for educational and commentary purposes only. Oh, let's set this up right, y'all. The filmmaker Mary Ann has been documenting her experience with Umar Johnson, and she has a lot to say about his terrible behavior. She herself has described him as a stalker and very intimidating. His obsessive monitoring spirit has caused her to go to the police to file a restraining order against him. So we about to roll this clip of Mary Ann talk about Umar Johnson and what he's been up to in these streets, because we know one thing for sure, it ain't been trying to save FDMG. Let's go.
Once I left work this morning, I went straight to the Avon police station. I wanted to get a restraint on Dr. Umar, but I wasn't successful to get a restraint on him, but I was able to file a report. Well, let me tell you guys what transpired. As most of you know, I'm a new YouTube content creator. So the ball is rolling because we're in the process of making of Awaken. You know, to show behind the scene the 3 days of hell that I had to endure to make Awaken a reality. And I salute everyone who was part of that project. That's probably one of the biggest challenge as a filmmaker I ever had. Now, YouTube has this thing, they give you notification, like how the video is trending, or hey, just like when they gave me a notification, hey, you have met the requirement, your channel can now monetize. Like, they give you a notification. So I got a notification. I got a paying member. I'm like, paying member? I haven't even post a video for members only. How I got a paying member? So as the content creator, you can see who your paying members are. Family. Lord and behold, I click and Umar is on my channel as a paying member. So I'm like, why? Why on earth do you want to be? He's not just a YouTube channel subscriber. He is a paying member on my channel.
When a narcissist harasses and stalks, it's not random, it's calculated. Their goal isn't just to annoy you, it's to invade your peace. They thrive on psychological warfare by constantly showing up in your space, in your DMs, outside your job, even in your silence. They're sending one message: you don't control your own life. I do. In their minds, your discomfort is proof of their power. Every time you flinch, every time you adjust your routine, every time you wonder what they'll do next, they feel like they're bending you to their will. The truth is, this isn't about you at all. It's about their fragile ego needing constant validation that they still matter in your world. That's why they don't stop until they're exposed or you cut them off completely. Let's continue.
So I said, you know what? Enough is enough. When I get off here, I'm going to go and get a restraining order on him. This man is calling me. Now he's a paying member on my channel. This is just too bizarre. So when I got to the station, they had me sit, and a sergeant came out, and he was like, hey, what's going on? I said, I want to have a restraining order on Umar Johnson. And I gave his government name, Jermaine Schumacher. And he's like, well, what's going on? I said, I'm getting phone calls that I don't want phone call from him. And I said, I can play, it's on my phone. He's like, I play the message. I play the message. He's like, doesn't sound like he's threatening you. I said, yeah, but I don't want the phone call. He's like, okay, you don't want the phone call. This is someone you knew that you gave your number to. Block him. That's what we would suggest. If the phone call was threatened, but he's not threatening you. He said, hey, you send me the voicemail. Okay. I said, well, I'm a YouTube creator, and he's on my channel. He's a paying member, and I don't even have an exclusive video for member. And they're like, it's YouTube. He's paying member. He really hasn't done anything, nothing for YouTube to kick him out, and nothing as the law that's threatened to you. If you don't like it, remove him from your channel. You have that power to remove him from your channel. And I said, well, you know what? Him lurking around, it's becoming unnerving for me. I don't like it. And he's like, yeah, we understand that, but he's not breaking the law. He's like, but what I can do for you, you're allowed to make a report. If something would develop further, we'll have the report and we can piggyback on that. So I was a little disappointed. I'm like, okay, well, at least on report, I'm letting them know his presence is making me uncomfortable.
A police report turns harassment into evidence. When you fall, you flip the script. The narc becomes the one watched. Reports build a paper trail that exposes patterns of abuse. Documenting their harassment today protects you tomorrow. Filing isn't weakness, it's power on paper. Let's continue.
Well, you know what? I'm going to share a story with you guys so you guys can understand how conniving and sneaky he is. And this is not to shame this young lady, but I'm not going to give you guys her name so y'all don't go Googling this woman. We're going to call her Barbie. Barbie was a young woman that I mentor, okay? I've taken her to some conscious event. I took her to church too, okay? I've taken her to some conscious event, and she saw other leader, but I took her to a few of Umar's event, and the friendship was apparently developed between the two of them, which I didn't have knowledge of that friendship blossoming. So let me give you guys the story. So a friendship was blossomed, I didn't know, but Barbie has a husband, and they have a child. Beautiful little man, beautiful, handsome little man, handsome, just like an adorable child. Now, there was issue. They had a little up and down. And, you know, anybody who's married, anybody who has a relationship, you know, sometimes relationship comes with its fair challenges. Okay? So there is issue. A friendship was blossomed with Dr. Umar. And this girl, instead of going to her mother's shoulder to cry, instead of going to her girlfriend and cry, instead of going to someone who was mentoring you and cry, she decided to cry on Umar Johnson's shoulder. And this man seized that opportunity and finagled his way in and took advantage, and an affair happened. Now, the husband learned of the affair. I don't remember all the details exactly how he learned of the affair. This caused commotion in the marriage. When he confronted with the affair, there was a scuffle, a fight, a really bad fight where 911 was called. Euclid Police Department from the city of Euclid was called. When the police arrived, he beat her. I'm keeping it real with y'all. He beat her. But as African American, our bruise don't show up right away like our Caucasian partner. From her side of the story, his story, both their stories are different. But I believe her side because he's the stronger party. She couldn't really overpower him like that. Her side of the story, he had a misstep, and then there's a glass sliding door. He misstepped, like tripped over it, and then the glass, the thing broke. He got cuts. Blood was everywhere. He did have to go to emergency room. He did get stitches. Okay, so when the police arrived to the residence, he was bleeding. He was injured. He wasn't dying, but yes, he was injured. So they're like, okay, you're getting arrested. He was the victim in the eyes of the law. And then when the police arrived, the ambulance arrived as well to take him. So the police arrived to take her and the ambulance to take him, and the police had him call his mother. His mother arrived with his sister to retrieve the child. She called her mom, but by the time her mother got to the house, she was gone with the cop. He was gone in the ambulance, and the mother and the sister took the baby. And, you know, I think from recollection served me right, the child was dropped off with the sister or something, but I know one or two parties went to the hospital because he had to get stitches. I know that for a fact. So we went to court. This was the Euclid Municipal Court. This is public record. And I even got a report from the court reporter. You can get that. I paid $100 for it. Everything that was uttered in the courtroom or in the report. When we got to court, mother crying in the courtroom uncontrollably, very upset because her baby about to catch a kid. His brother, his wife, he trying to plead, like give her a charge. Like he was like filing charge. It was just bad. So when they call number Barbie, because we're calling her Barbie, I got up with her and we went to stand. It's like a little pulpit in the center of the courtroom. She was standing and I was standing there. So the judge's like, can you identify yourself, please? I said, Mary Ann Lorian. And he's like, and you are? I said, I'm her advocate. And he's like, I don't understand. She needs an attorney. I said, yes. This is not her trial. This is like, you know how you got to go, they set a date and they tell you the charge that you're going to be charged with. And then I said, I'm the one who posed bail. Because when her mother called me, I'm the one who went with her mom and I posed bail. So I'm going to get my money. Okay? Because in order for you to get that bail money, we had to show up to court. So, and the husband was in the courtroom too. So I told the judge, I posed bail. I have my receipt here. And then there was a police officer on the right side of the judge. He left, came down, got the receipt from me and handed it to the judge. And the judge was like, okay, for her hearing, she has to show up with her attorney. I said, yes, we have an attorney. TJ, again, was her attorney because TJ does these pro books. See, I'm an activist. I help young ladies that get caught up in some stuff and you don't want to have them get cased, and we help them. That's like part of my activism in the black community, in my community. So he had to be in court. We were under his instructions, like show up, this ain't no hearing. They're going to tell her what she's going to be charged for, and they're going to give her court date. And that's exactly what happened. She had some paperwork that she had to sign, and we went to the window, and I did get my bail money back. Okay? He made the video. You know, I'm not sure when he made the video, but it's two videos if I'm not mistaken. One video is like, if you slept with your girl, man, you go tell her you sorry, and something, an act that he committed. This is how conniving and underhanded he is. And then to insult, to add injury to the matter, he told that man, if you leave her, she's a good woman, don't leave her, I will take her. Let me tell you something. Now, I'm not saying the marriage is perfect. They're working through some issue, but that girl didn't leave her husband. No, she did not. No, she did not. She's still with her husband. Nobody's leaving their husband for you. You understand? It's just, so I share this story, not to bring shame to her. I share this story to show you guys how conniving and sneaky he can be. He's just doing Too much. Why on earth would you become a subscribed member on my channel? Make it add up for me, please. It makes no sense. And I told these police officers, I said, you know what? Him lurking around is making me uncomfortable. They're like, well, you know what? You don't have merit to place a restraining order, but you're allowed to make a report. And if anything evolves from in the future, you have the report backing. We can backtrack on it. This is how trifling he is, brothers and sisters. This is how he operates. And then I know some of you mentioned, Marianne, you should have dropped that video. You dropped that phone call. You should. You know why I didn't drop that video? 22 people send me the same video. I want y'all to put y'all thinking cap on. 22 people send me the same video. Yeah, I know these people from the community, but these are not like my inner circle, my diehard people. These are his people. You know what he wants? They want me to post that video. I don't even know if that video is not posted somewhere else. And if YouTube say, oh, you're using somebody else's video, give me a strike and take the channel down. He wants my channel down. I'm not going to allow that to happen. No, we're not doing that. I am not going to allow that to happen. I'm telling you something. Every time you do something, Dr. Umar, to irritate me, you irritate me with a phone call, I hit you with video. You irritate me with subscribing as a paid member on my channel, I'm hitting you with this video. I got enough dirt on you, sir, to have content for 2 years. Keep playing, and I'm going to start dropping some behind-the-scenes videos that we have. Keep playing with me. Keep playing. You want to play? Let's tap dance. Trifling. No good for nothing. You need to be concentrating on that school, figuring out how you're going to salvage this, but you out here subscribing to my channel. Trifling. Ain't no video, you guys. I have no video for members only. No video. Unbelievable. 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 And then I told the cop, I said, just like you guys can verify an account through Facebook, like, you know, they're like, the man didn't commit any crime, but we could see who this account that subscribed to your channel is linked to. It's linked to him. It's linked to him. And he's like a fly that won't go away. A fly that won't go away. He's disgusting. Thank you. That's what he does. He's like a prey. He preys on people that are vulnerable. And he just goes in for the kill. Goes in for the kill.
Harassment is the narcs' hunting ground. They zero in on victims they think are too vulnerable to push back, using fear and intimidation to wear them down and feed their need for control.
And Umar, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna look at you right in the eye. I'm gonna tell you that every time you, like that little video that irritates me, you calling my phone, that irritates me, you subscribing to my channel as a paid member, that irritates me. Every time you do something that irritates me, I'm dropping a video. And don't make me start pulling behind the scenes on video. I'm dropping the video. You understand? I have enough content on him for 2 years. That's how much dirt I got on Umar Johnson. That's why he's lucrating. That's why he's like. You know what? I fell out with you. I stood up to you. I didn't fall for your rhetoric, your scare tactic. I didn't say nothing. Yeah, I came on Leonard because it was a trigger thing that made me come on Leonard, Mr. Honor's channel. And then he can't even come out with a video on Marianne. He can't because he know I'm up to like neck with receipt for him. Unbelievable. That's too much. You got on my channel? You subscribe to my channel as a paid member? You're sick. You're sick. I may not be no psychiatrist, but you know you're sick. That's a mental issue. I really believe he has a mental issue. It's not normal. Anyway.
All right, so there you have it. That's Marianne's account of Umar's toxic behavior firsthand. And I have a feeling this won't be the last time we hear from her. Narcissists need their victims to be fearful of them because fear makes them feel powerful. But the moment you document, you expose, and you protect yourself, you take a lot of their power back. Remember, you do not have to carry the weight of their sickness. You can stand firm, you can reclaim your peace, and remind them their obsession with you doesn't define your freedom. Okay, my people, I got to go. Please like, share, and comment on the video. And remember, stay woke, stay sharp, stay narc smart. It's been real. Peace.